Behind this fence is the proposed site of Britain's first deep coal mine for more than 5 years. It'll create up to 500 new jobs in this deprived part of Cumbria. And creating new jobs, of course, in the north is what the Conservative government is meant to be all about. But what would Britain be doing opening a new coal mine at a time when we're trying to lead the world when it comes to climate change? This is the Michael Crick report for Mail Plus. Whitehaven, part of the Copeland constituency in Cumbria. For decades it was Labour, till the Tories took it at a by-election 4 years ago, the first of the so-called Northern Red Wall seats. The elected mayor's a Conservative too.
In this particular ward, there's up to 49% childhood poverty. It's one of the poorest wards in the whole of the UK. So the economic boost that it's going to bring to the area, it's going to be really life-changing for a lot of people. It's expected this will create 500 direct jobs here at the mine, and potentially over 1,000 jobs in the supply chain in the local area. So it's going to have a massive impact for the positive on the local economy.
But 15 miles north of the proposed Woodhouse mine is Cockermouth. They've suffered 2 big floods recently, which many blame on climate change.
Jobs are very important to the people of this area. It's an area of high deprivation, but we want to see green jobs here, not jobs that are going to add to climate change. We're standing here at the confluence of the Cocker and the Derwent, and it was in 2009 and in 2015 we had catastrophic floods here, where people were moved out of their houses for months and months. So we care about climate change as well as about jobs. Investment in green jobs is what we want to see, jobs that are going to help the climate, not destroy it.
There are no deep mines left in Britain, and the last round here was Haig Colliery, which closed 35 years ago. Mine operations here at Haig Colliery stretched out 4 miles underneath the Irish Sea, and at one point there were collieries all up and down this Cumbrian coast. And most locals seem keen for work to resume under the waves. What do you say to the environmentalists who say we shouldn't be dealing with coal anymore?
Oh, we should.
We've got to save the planet though, haven't we?
Yeah.
There's a lot of unemployment around here, so people need to be given the opportunity to gain employment.
Yeah, jobs. That's what it's all about. Well, that's what I think it's all about anyway, it's just getting people back to work. And
some people would say it's not very green though, it's not going to...
Well, today what is green? Being honest, everything's got a problem. So I just think it's a good thing, especially around here.
Jobs, local jobs are more important, are they?
It'll be a priority, but you've got to think about whether the planet's going to be here 50 years' time and we carry on what we're doing.
So you've got mixed views on it then?
I have, yeah.
Nationally, Labour opposes the scheme, despite the party's historic roots in mining. But all Copeland's Labour councillors back it.
The loyalty to the mines is still there, very, very strongly. Even though we actually suffered 2 major mining disasters over the years. You know, the loyalty is there. And the technology's improved no end. So I think it's a safe industry as well.
I think it's going to be catastrophic for the climate, and it's going to be catastrophic for the image of our government. In this year, when they are hosting COP26, the International Agreement on Climate Change, they are saying that this is a local issue to be decided by the local council, when it's clearly the most international issue we face.
The new Woodhouse mine is needed, say supporters, to produce coke for the steel industry. Otherwise, they say, we'd have to import coke from Australia at greater cost in terms of carbon.
We in this area, we're very much a nuclear area, which is clean energy, but solar, wind, wave, we're encouraging all those technologies. We welcome them into the area, but every one of them, whether it's a wind turbine, a nuclear power station, they all need steel, and they all need significant amounts of it, and the coal that produces the steel is better mined here than shipped around the world.
But the mine's output would be surplus to world needs, argues Greenpeace.
Of course, there'll be a need for making steel, and that will go on for some considerable time, we think. What I think we are seeing, though, is an increasing tendency by steel producers to say we are getting out of carbon emissions, we're getting out of coal. We've seen that with projects in Sweden, in Austria, in Germany. We've got the major steel makers across Asia also saying that they're going to be out of carbon emissions by 2050, and that's a downward trajectory of which the coking coal market is the inevitable victim.
Officially, Cumbria County Council has to decide if the Woodhouse mine goes ahead, but Number 10 may be forced politically to step in. Not easy when ministers are split. The PM's fiancée, Carrie Simons, is a strong Green campaigner, yet one of his top aides is now Copeland's MP.